Hey everyone, welcome to Northern Strange Style. Today it's gloomy out, it's been drizzling rain, we got a little chop on the water, and we're going up shallow with the Jackall Firecracker Buzzbait. Please hit that like and subscribe, and let's go.
I'm a fishing man out on the lake. I got a boat full of tackle and a pole that'll never break. Well, over on the lake in a shady little nook sat a sweet little thing trying to bait her hook. The way she looked in her bathing tan, I almost forgot I was a fishing man. But I'm a fishing man out on the lake. All you need is a line and a pole that'll never break.
This buzzbait, it's a little more shorter body, a little more shorter shank. So when I'm using this, I'm definitely always running a trailer hook. I'm throwing this just on my normal frog rod, 40-pound braid. Oh, it's a good one. He's wrapped around the trolling motor. Dang, he's straight. Killer whaled that sucker. There we go. That's why I'm running a trailer hook. One of the best things you can do with any buzzbait is tune the buzzbait. Run the thing under the kitchen sink, tie it onto your car antenna, get this blade worn out a little bit, and once it's worn out a little bit, it'll cast straighter. You won't have backlashes, you won't break the spinnerbait off mid-cast when it's helicoptering through the air, and it'll come back through the water a lot straighter, truer. It'll kick up right away. You know, you won't have to jerk your rod to get the blade going, and it'll develop that little squeak that the bass really love. There we go. That's a good one. Oh, that's good. Rainstorm, topwater buzzbait, killer technique. Don't be afraid to throw a buzzbait in a little bit of rain. Now with this rain, these fish were sitting out from these pads, out in the scattered coontail clumps, but with this rain, it pushed them back up in the pads. Look at this guy. He's been living up in the thick old weeds. Look how yellow he is. Now this buzzbait has a clacker on it. I take the clacker off. That clacker's so loud up here in the North Country, up in northern Minnesota, it just scares them bass. So I take the clacker off and there we go. A little bugger. Oh, he got it. It's a good one. It's real good. Oh, there we go. just a fatty. Early morning buzzbait fatties, northern strain style. Now when I'm working this buzzbait, it's late summer. I'm targeting coontail clumps out in front of the lily pads in shallow bays. So what I'm doing is I'm making a cast past these weed clumps and I'm bringing it by the side. I'll bring it by one side, I'll bring it by the other side, and then on the last cast I'll bring it through the coontail clump. And kind of what you want to do is when you cast past it, you can, you know, do your normal retrieve however they want it. If they want it slow, you know, you just kind of crawl it along, and then just before you come up to that coontail clump, you just start reeling as fast as you can and get this thing to like water ski over the top. And then once you're past it, then you can go back to your little slower retrieve, get that buzzbait gargling across the top of the water. You definitely, anytime you're fishing or bass fishing in general, get yourself a pair of polarized sunglasses, because then you're going to be able to see these little weed clumps out in front of the lily pads. You know, they're just little black patches, you know, and if you don't have polarized glasses, it just makes it that much harder to see and make an accurate cast and get these fish to bite, because they're holed up in that thick vegetation. So between the perfect cast and the sound of the buzzbait just calls them out, and they just come up and react and smash it. This buzzbait, kind of like all buzzbaits, you know, they each have their own sound and their own squeak to it. And this Jackall Firecracker buzzbait has a nice little squeak to it. The squeak is so nice that if you ever want to catch a northern pike on a buzzbait, this is the one I'd recommend. I have caught some giant pike on this. So that big clump right there, just cast it behind it and you just speed it up and then kind of dance it over, and then you can slow your buzzbait back down. And this morning they just want a slow little gargle just like that. Oh, it's a big pike. Oh my God. Shallow water gators. All Sasquatch behind me. Let's go.